So these are the three factors originally that I bought this for. And eventually, when we're going to go down the road to probably long tubes, a camshaft, at that point, it's going to be helpful as well. So as some of you know, I got the DiabloSport's PCM swap i3 tuner. Got it a few days ago, and before I actually do the swap of the PCM, because these cars from 2015 and up have PCM lock, and you need to unlock it first to be able to access it to tune. But before I either do any tune to this car, I want to do some data logging, and you can do that without having an unlocked PCM. So I want to make sure I get all the data from the stock car and the stock settings and record it and see everything that's need to be known on this car as it is new. So filled it up with the best octane, 93 octane, put everything back to stocks and just log it. So this way we'll have the advanced timing, how much it's pulling, in the injectors, we'll be able to follow the air-fuel ratio, everything that needs to be known for any further down the road tuning. We'll be able to do this. So what you do is you actually connect your car to your OBD2 port. It's here. You connect your new tuner. Put the car in accessories or run position. Actually, run position. Get some power to the tuner. I'm going to wait a bit, it's going to load. There we go. Respect the terms, obviously. Now, when you go into the menu, you can go into Scan Tools, and it says, please make sure the key's in run position to continue. And it's going to connect to your So once you're in the actual original settings here, Scan Tools, you can go into data logging, and now it's going to start the data logging of your car, and you hit record, and all the actual factors are going to be recorded. So in terms of, let's go through the actual parameters that they're recording. So you have the barometric pressure, the map ratio, the engine coolant temperature, the air intake temperature, the manifold air pressure, the throttle position, the base spark, the actual spark in terms of degrees. Then you have the NOx sensors, sensor 1 and 2. You got the NOx sensor retard, short and long, 0 degrees. You have the engine speed, injector pulse, and the desired factory cycle. Not sure what that is. The short-term exhaust output sensor, and the long-term, the 1-2 and 1-2. So those two sensors before and after the cats. You have the open loop, the vehicle speed, the throttle blade, the actual Remap KPA, the air charge. That's milligram per charge, and that's it. So these are all the parameters that they record to actually base your tune on. So yesterday I drove, I drove for I don't know, half an hour, whatever it was, all conditions, standard driving, did a few pulls. So I have this all recorded, and I can access it throughout their software. that's available for download on DiabloSport. It's free, and it allows you to be able to read those codes. And yeah, the idea is for you eventually, to be able to, first of all, if you are to use any canned tune that's provided with any of the tuners, you can, compare and verify where the tune is changed and what is it affected. And you can also, send this recorded data log to any tuner, and from there make adjustment to your car depending on the modifications you've put in. So right now my goal is to, since I'm barely unmodified other than tires, size and intake, I have the Hellcat air intake. The PCM tune for me was basically to be able to tune my car a little bit more, take advantage of that 94 octane we have here, so I want to make sure I can take advantage of that. I also want to boost the rev limiter on this car, because every time especially in second and third gear, you can even first, all the gears, but especially third is really short. And when you hit that rev limiter at 5,700, there's so much pulling hard at that time. There's a lot left on the table after 5,700 RPM. So, it's been proven in the past that this car can hold up to easily 62. And from 57 to 62, there's 500 RPMs there. That's going to pull you a little bit more, maybe 5 to 10 HP more. And I want to take advantage of that. And also want to be able to change the vehicle, wheel size, wheel ratio. So you need this to do that. So these are the three factors originally that I bought this for. And eventually, when we're going to go down the road to probably long tubes, a camshaft, at that point, it's going to be helpful as well to be able to have a dyno tune or a remote tune, email tune by somebody that has the software to actually read the data log and be able to make some adjustments on your modification that you had. So this is my goal, and this is what we're going to attempt doing in the next few weeks. So stay tuned, more to come, guys. Cheers. Go. Oh,